The betting Dubawi gold and the big fellow himself. Negative for Acceleration in the ring. Also on the exchanges for Aidan O'Brien's colt, but positives for Dubawi gold and Frankel.
Frankel 7-2 on Berling to Bertie, 130 Acceleration, 16 Dubawi gold.
And so Frankel was the last one in. The 6 runners are lined up for the Group 1 JLT Lockinge Stakes, and away they go. And Frankel's pacemaker, Bullet Train, straight into an early lead. The pacemaker for Acceleration, Windsor Palace, Shamey Heffernan in the white cap, but it's Frankel who tracks Bullet Train. Then Windsor Palace, Acceleration getting cover behind Frankel on the near side in the purple cap. On the far side in the green jacket is Ransome Note, and Dubawi Gold is held up in last place by Richard Hughes. So Bullet Train is there to ensure that it's a fair pace, an honest pace, and he seems to be doing a fair job at the moment. Frankel 2 lengths down in second place under Tom Queally, and normally Tom just has to change his hands and Frankel just takes off with him. Moving up Windsor Palace, Acceleration on the near side, Ransome Note over on the far side, and still Dubawi Gold at the rear of the field as they race down the centre of the straight course here. And it's still Bullet Train, a couple of lengths, maybe a shade more ahead of Frankel. Maybe the pace is lifting a little. Ransome Note is moving up on the outside. Windsor Palace gets a shake of the reins. Then Acceleration, and now they're racing inside the final 3 furlongs. Bullet Train by 2 lengths to Frankel in second place. On the left, the odds-on favourite, and he's going very strongly. Tracked by Acceleration, then Ransome Note, Dubawi Gold, and Windsor Palace. The crowd roar, and Frankel strikes the front at Newbury. Acceleration is after him in second place, but Frankel is opening up. He's gone 3-4 lengths clear. Acceleration is giving it all he's got in second, but it's not enough. It's not nearly enough, and Frankel is going to be 10 out of 10. What a machine! What a monster! Frankel wins the Lockinge. What a fantastic performance again. Acceleration in second, no match for his old rival. Then came Dubawi Gold and Bullet Train, Ransome Note and Windsor Palace at the tail. And you could not have asked for more than that from the highest rated racehorse in the world. Frankel wins his first race of his 4-year-old campaign. And what promise of things to come in the big races during the summer. He was tracking Bullet Train, but he was easily tracking Bullet Train, and Tom Queally never really had to get serious with him. And what a performance it was, and he soon had all the others on the stretch. He's brilliant.
Well, you'll never get fed up with watching this horse. Absolute ease for him. You think of the horses that are running in behind him in Acceleration and Dubai Gold, but full praise to Ian Mongham. He's done really well on this horse. He set some good standards, given stable companion Frankel a really good lead just right up to the moment that Tom Queally wanted to press the button. Joseph O'Brien always as close to this horse as he could be without actually getting him off the bridle, and he just powers away from him. This is everything that we saw in the Guineas. Admittedly, he's ridden him differently today, much more patiently, but the response at the end of these, absolutely electric. Everybody that's come here today wanted to see it, but you just, I don't know, in the back of your mind you thought, oh God, can he keep on doing it? Well, he certainly has. Huge amount of relief for the man there, Sir Henry Cecil, and also for Tom Queally. We've been spoilt with this horse during the last 12 months, and horses only do so much. You know, I always think that they don't have too many extra special performances in them, but this horse, he's come up trumps again right from the off.
Awesome. That's the word you have to use about Frankel, who was 9-4 on with Paddy Power when betting opened 11 days ago. Returned this 7-2 on favourite. Beats Acceleration again. Acceleration 100-30. Second favourite. Dubawi Gold was third at 16-1. The 20th favourite in 54 runnings of the JLT Lockinge to win it. The 16th horse to go off at odds on. The 11th to land the odds. The hat trick for with Camford Cliffs and Paco Boy for odds-on chances. You go back to the Queen's Pall Mall, who was odds-on twice in the late 50s. Frankel is absolutely magnificent, and William Hiller put in a prices, evens Frankel to remain unbeaten this season, provided he runs once more. Even money, Frankel to remain unbeaten. Who possibly can beat the awesome, brilliant? The crowd here were just cheering and clapping, a lot of clapping, as he went past the post for Frankel. Female on the exchanges, that must have gone and hit some of those layers.
The ones that were willing to lay it, of course, Mac, but then it did shrink up to 2 to 7. It wasn't one they wanted to lay, they wanted to get the second acceleration, and they were proved right.
Tom, absolutely brilliant. How was that for you?
Oh, amazing, and it's a great relief he's come back, and I know we had a little scare a little while ago, but it's great looking for all the people as well. You know, it's not it's great to be on board him, but it's great for everybody now. He belongs to racing at the moment.
I mean, following your pacemaker there, it's almost as if nothing can go quick enough for him.
Yeah, basically you're spot on saying that. We just wanted a good level pace. Ian did a fabulous job. I mean, he showed that burst of acceleration. It's, you know, he's not like anything else I've sat on anyway. Never will be, I'd say.
And how different is he this year from last year?
He's grown up and he's thicker set. You know, if you look at him now, he's the real deal. He's filled out. He's a great horse.
You can probably relax a bit yourself.
I can. I don't get too worked up about it. Some people do, I don't.
Well, enjoy the reception. It'll be huge. Well done.
Thank you.
And it's absolutely fantastic. People are just shaking their heads in disbelief here at what they've seen, as Sir Henry was warmly applauded as he walked into the winner's enclosure to greet his superstar colt. Bullet Train getting a worthy round of applause as well. He did his job. And now it's Tom Queally and Frankel entering the winner's enclosure.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the winner of the JLT Lockinge Stakes. It's the 4th race in the Kipco British Champions Series, and it's been won by a true champion, Frankel.
Well, the perfect 10 for Frankel, and just a hint of a smile from Henry there. They had a couple of runners this afternoon that have just run slightly below par, but this horse just operates at a completely different level. He came here last night, not too far away from Newmarket to Newbury, but they never like to take the chance of maybe getting stuck in traffic or having anything to hold the horse up. But interestingly, he was kept away from his stable companion, Bullet Train, last night. Bullet Train apparently normally a noisy sleeper, kicks the door and one thing and another, so kept him at the other end of the yard. And Teddy Beckett just giving him a well-earned pat. What a great start to the season.
Well, he's going to be an awesome stallion. He's beautifully bred. He's by Galileo. Remember, if you've got a mare that John Magner and his team think is good enough to go to Galileo, arguably the world's best stallion, it'll cost you €300,000 or thereabouts. Kind was trained by Roger Charlton. She was a very fast filly, but there's lots of stamina as well on the dam side of the pedigree. There's a good horse called Power Scout in there. And, of course, the horses we've seen this afternoon are all his relatives. Noble Mission, who ran very well at Newmarket in defeat, and, of course, Bullet Train. But he's a beautifully bred horse with superlative ability. He'll be a king's ransom himself when he goes to stud, probably at the end of this year. And what can you add to the comments that John and Tom Queally have said? He just, I mean, I've been racing professionally since 1980, full-time on the track, and he's as good as I've seen time after time. He's just electrifying when he launches into overdrive. No wonder everybody is thrilled, but let's not forget they're hard to train. Just keeping the lid on a horse like